What's going on, YouTube? What's going on? What's going on? I'm about to be knocking out this little small video today, man. And, talk to y'all, whatever. And, it's a lot on my mind with the breeding aspect and upgrading and moving on in the kennel, and it's just like I want everything to be perfect. I want everything to be corrected. It's like I preach healthy dogs, man. Um, I follow all these great, amazing breeders, and it's just like, will I ever get up to that point, or will I see that light one day? And right now, I was not saying I'm gonna leave, not talking depressing or anything like that. It's just you got to keep your head in the swivel in this game. This game is. Today I seen a post and somebody was like, the dogs have changed, and the change and they don't want to think about leaving the game. And me, it's like, no matter what, I'm not going to turn my back on the breed. I came in the breed. Not saying I have the best of the best stock. Not saying I have the best of the best dogs. But at the end of the day, I came in this and I ain't leaving it. You know what I mean? If anything, I'm going to add on to what I got and make it better and better my yard. Because like I said, I'm not the best. But I'm aiming for the best. And, if other people are on a path where they want to add Bulldog or Merle or anything like that, first of all, let me say this: F Merles, F Exotics. They're not American bullies, especially not Merles. If you want to get you a Merle, like I said, go get you a Catahoula Bulldog, Labrador, or Australian Shepherd. And there's another breed that got Merle. If you want exotic, go get you a Frenchie. Go get you a French Bulldog, one of the little dogs. Or get you a one of them hot dog dogs, little small dogs. Or go get you a Chihuahua or something. Go get you a Yorkie if you want them fluffy bullies or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Go get you a Yorkie or something like that. But back on subject, man. It's we can only do is get better. We can't turn ourselves down on this breed. We can't turn our back on this breed. And um, we can't leave it because the breed was something nice. I remember being a youngin, still am a youngin. You know what I mean? And even younger. And watching the breed. From Remy, Nemesis, Kamali, Little Row, Cairo, Holly. Who else? Notorious One Gotti. Who else? Short Shot. It's a lot of them. It's a lot of heavy hitters. Pokemon, which is a Remy son. It was a lot of great dogs back in the day, and it's like we could recreate them, man. We could recreate them. We could create something better than them, or a frame or a clone of them. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be hard, but it nobody said it was gonna be easy. You know what I mean? And it's a lot of dogs that we can reproduce. There's a lot of dogs. We just gotta connect the bloods and see what works. And some dogs, and this is where it comes to a point where I'm learning this myself, where you can't be kennel blind. If a dog have a flaw or something like that, how bad is it? You know what I mean? For it to be pet home or something like that. And every day now, it seems like I'm getting strict on myself. Every day is like I'm getting stricter and stricter on what I'm planning on doing and how I'm going to do it. But also, too, with being strict, I'm trying to pair up bloods and match up bloods will work with mine. And also, too, I don't want to be using a lot of people's blood. I'm just going to be quite honest with y'all. I'm heavy on Denzel blood. And, now I got get out of that Denzel blood, I'm probably, like I said, I'm definitely gonna add some Pratt's blood into my yard and some Oscar Gomez, some Blue Pride blood, and it's just one step at a time. And I was talking to some people that I'm already doing business with, like um, with Taz on the. I was asking how many times can I use them, or, how many times it is, or, how would you feel about this breeder? And it's about pairing the breeds together, you know what I'm saying? Ain't matching perfect dogs up, because at this point, yes, I'm trying to start my own blood and start a generation or a yard, but also, too, I want to make sure it's good foundationally sound dogs out here for the people and something that's going to work. I'm going to be that kennel where if you need to clean your yard up, I'm here. I'm that kennel where you want a foundation. I'm here. I'm that kennel that's going to stick to the script. I'm that kennel that's going to make a name for themselves. You know what I mean? And mark my words. You know what I'm saying? You ain't going to see no Dax in my yard. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna see no exotic blood in my yard. You ain't gonna see no Merles in my yard. You know what I mean? And hopefully the people that buy dogs from me, they don't put that nonsense in my blood. I'm gonna be that yard where if you got too short or too tall, you could get some. Right now with the American Bully breed, especially when breeding the old school blood and everything, you can never determine the height on a dog. When you look at any of Denzel breedings, you got some Denzel kids that's like, one of his sons like 13. Then you got a tall boy that's like 17, 18. You look at Juan Gotti. If you look at some of the XLs, you got Gotti in the pedigree. You got look at Kamali. Kamali got some kids out here. You look at Sway. You know what I mean? It's a lot of this blood. It throws, and everybody matching breedings together, and it's just to a point where it's like you can never determine the height on the dogs. And not saying that everybody was doing that or I know it all. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, if you look at the pedigrees and you look at the heights and you look how people talk, it was there. You can't run from it. You know what I mean? And I'm just looking at the overall picture here. I'm looking at the overall picture with the breed and the standard and my yard and how things are going and why people feel some type of way. And being honest with you, I feel like if you feel like you want to leave the breed or leave in general, you was never cut for it. You was never cut from it. I don't care how many breedings or productions you got on the ground. If you plan on leaving and not fighting, you was never meant for it. Like, I plan on getting Malleys, Belgian Malinois, but even so, that don't mean me leave the American bully world. I'm always going to be in the bully world. You know what I mean? And I want to be in the Mally world too. You know what I mean? So a lot of people just got to understand that certain people are cut for being a breeder, and certain people are not. And me, I love this thing. I love it to the fullest. And you ain't going to see me leave this, man. If I leave this, I'm dead and gone. But even me being dead and gone, I'm going to have some kids out here, and they going to be running this, man. They going to be running this. This is going to be something that I leave for my kids. Is going to be a mark, So all the people I'm dealing with, if they're still here, 90, 80 years old or 70 or 60, I have kids, you're going to deal with them. You're going to talk to them. If I die before then, you're going to deal with my kids, or, even if I'm still here, it'd be both of us, you know what I mean? So all I'm saying is you can't just lead a breed because people want to do that nonsense, because eventually the public, the buyers, are going to realize, well, people with common sense are going to realize that these merles ain't they're unhealthy. They're going to realize these exotics are unhealthy. And I'm just going to say, if you don't like what I'm saying, you can get off my platform. You can get off my page. You know what I mean? They're going to realize these extremes ain't healthy. You know, you got to remember, even though a dog might have a good structure, anything like that, they might have good structure. That don't mean they got good health. It all starts with health, structure, and then you can add a color. But if you any real breeder, you shouldn't be worried about color. Color is the last thing you could worry about. Well, should worry about. And me, I'm at a point. I'm so hard in the beginning of my program with Betty, Blue, Kira, Sugar. It's like I'm trying to see how them two girls, the puppies, Betty and Blue, how they gonna turn out. If they don't turn out well, one of them gotta hit the block pet home. You know what I mean? That's why I did that. Now, if they come out good, if both of them come out good and one have a little flaw that's fixable, then that's something else. But at the end of the day, I'm trying to make it where it shouldn't be no fixing. There should be two perfect dogs breeding. But another thing somebody else was telling me, or somebody else was trying to get out there was, you know, breeding two perfect dogs, you know, you might get one out the bunch or two out the bunch that don't make it. That don't fit the cut, that don't have good structure. That's true. You know what I mean? This is dog breeding. Then we got to get about our feelings where every dog should be breedable. No, some dogs should be pet homed. Or some dogs should be just, not breeding at all. They should be just living a good life somewhere as a pet home. Puppies, with cliff palates and all that, they should be culled. We got to bring that. It's no fixing that. Stiff stifles. A dog with stiff stifles shouldn't be bred. We just gotta do better, man. And, pair dogs together. And I'm not saying I'm the best, because like I said, I got some stuff over here, and I'm pretty sure y'all notice it. It's when you got something wrong, and the people that's around you, they know dogs like you. It's nothing to hide. And a lot of people don't understand that. Now, if you come to me directly and we talk and you try to buy a dog from me, I'm going to come direct with you and I'm going to tell you this and this and this and that. I'm going to tell it. You know what I mean? I'm not one of these people that's going to hide anything. I don't want to hide nothing, from the buyers. So it's a wake-up call for us, and we just got to do better. But I'm out.